what I ended up doing was I cut the pipe before it bent. I was able to use it. Nice all around haircut in my opinion. I like the ergonomics on folks, that outdoorsman. Figured I'd get a quick one in here on my drive home from work tonight. What's up, everybody? Mad Outdoorsman. Another ride-along video. Thank you for joining. Folks, let's talk about Black Swan events. What is a Black Swan event? What could we expect to happen? Why? So let's break it down. So for those of you folks that are new to prepping, just getting into the game, you may have heard of what is referred to a Black Swan event. So basically a Black Swan event, folks, is what we call in the prepping community a rare event that carries severe consequences, okay? Why is it called a Black Swan? Well, some may argue that it's called a Black Swan because the event itself is used as a distraction to take people's minds off of what is actually going on or what they're seeing on the news or when they pick up the newspaper. All right. So moving forward, with that said, do I see a Black Swan event on the horizon? Yes, I do. When? I'm going to take a stab at it and say that it's probably going to happen right on or before the 2024 presidential elections here in the United States. Why do I say that? Why do I feel that? Why do I believe that? Something is going to happen. It's called paying attention, folks. Okay? And I'm not talking about what the propaganda machines, such as your mainstream media, cable news networks, and your MSNBCs, and hell, even your Fox News, because that's garbage now, too. Not what they're putting out. Alright, basically, what's happening right now in our country? We're seeing the political persecution of our political opponents, right? Alright, and we'll get to that in a minute. Here's the deal. Something has to occur on or before these elections coming up in November of 2024, because in my opinion, Dark Brandon cannot win this presidency. Legitimately. That's my opinion. And I know that there are folks getting arrested for questioning that, or even saying it. Alright, prime example, Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani. Alright, for those of you that don't know or not are aware, you know, Rudy Giuliani's mugshot is plastered all over the news. Donald Trump is being indicted as of today, making this video, down in Atlanta, Georgia, for questioning the results of the election. Right? Chew on that for a second, fellas and ladies. We have a man, a former president, that is being indicted for questioning the results of an election. This is where we're at as a country right now. Folks, make no mistake about it. America as we know it is dead and gone. There are some folks that come out and say, well, I'm long on the United States. Hell, I've even come out and said it in a couple of my videos. Folks, I still am. Let's not get it twisted. I'm still long on the United States. But by the same token, I am saying that our country is dead. Alright? It's not on life support. Our country is not dying. Guys, our country is toe tagged. And the more people that are aware of that fact, the more people that are aware that our freedoms are getting stripped away, and the more people that realize that there are rich and powerful elitists out there that want to shred our Constitution, the more people that are aware of all that, the better the chance we have at resurrecting this once great nation. This once great nation and republic that is now the laughingstock of the world. Alright? This once great nation that is being run by an incompetent puppet. Yeah, I said it. Who can't form sentences, who can't walk 10 fucking steps without falling on his face, who takes naps at meetings on live TV, and who can't find his way off of a fucking stage. This is where we're at today. This is real life. And it's sad. So anybody out there that actually believes that Dark Brandon is going to win this next election, you're just part of the problem. You are an accomplice to what murdered this republic. Just saying. Therefore, what is referred to as a Black Swan event will take place. Yes, will. I'm not a fortune teller, folks. If I was, I wouldn't be up here making these videos. Or currently working in my day job, but I digress. Pay attention to what you don't see on TV, guys. Alright? There will be a grid down attack. No? Okay. There are cyber attacks currently taking place in our country. Facts. I don't know if it'll be an EMP or if it will be just some individual sitting behind a keyboard, pushing a couple buttons or whatever, hacking into our grid infrastructure and killing it. Maybe we'll still be able to drive our vehicles. I don't know where we're going to drive them to, because if there is a cyber attack that affects our critical infrastructure, we're not going to get drinking water. We're not going to be able to turn our lights on. We're not going to be able to fuel up our vehicles. trucks aren't going to be able to deliver food to grocery stores. So any grid down, whether it's a cyber attack or a form of an EMP from up above, will create havoc and chaos. And as a result, there will be a massive kill-off of our population due to starvation and just total lawlessness, right? We've covered this before. So yeah, I believe that a grid down event is on the horizon. But right now we're focused on, well, most folks, I'm not saying us, because I don't really watch cable news. I mean, I do, just to see what they're saying and putting out there, but that's where it ends. Alright. Right now we're seeing Donald Trump being plastered all over the news. How they're going to release his mugshot today, most likely. That's what they want everybody looking at, while all these other things happen behind the scenes. And who's orchestrating these events? Who are the players? Well, those of you folks that are new to this channel, new to prepping, just waking up, first off, welcome to the party. And I'm glad that you're awake. Folks, these people are the globalist elites, all right? And it's a small group of rich and powerful individuals that hunger for total world domination, okay? You may have heard of New World Order. You may have heard the term One World Government, all right? It's all the same difference, all right? And these rich and powerful evil motherfuckers actually write books and break it down on how they plan on this New World Order agenda that they call it, or Agenda 2030, right? Look that up for you newbies. It's right there on the internet, right from the WEF itself. Okay, read it, understand it, digest it, filter it, whatever you got to do. Folks, make no mistake about it. We are in very dark times right now. Take a look at the wildfires that happened out in Maui, part of it's the islands out in Hawaii, guys. Those of you that may or may not know. A lot of weird news coming out regarding those fires. A lot of questions being asked. Such as, how does a wildfire completely melt down vehicles and structures? How does a wildfire turn people into ashes? How does a wildfire wipe through an area but still leave trees standing while all buildings and vehicles are turned to ash, right? Or melted down? Why was the water shut off? Why were emergency sirens not working? Those are all questions coming out of this event, folks. Now you got to look at the who. What do I mean by the who? Who's popping up in the news in regards to this event that took place in Maui, right? A lot of people are looking at this police officer who was, correct me if I'm wrong, the former incident commander from the mass shooting that took place in Las Vegas a few years back at the Jason Aldean concert. He happens to now work for the Maui Police Department. Hmm? 'Cause, 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 interesting. Some people are saying, well, the town that was affected in Maui, Lahaina, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, was occupied by locals of middle to low income ranges. And therefore, the rest of the folks on that island who are rich and have lots of money have been trying to acquire land, pretty much all of the land on Maui, for themselves. All right. As a matter of fact, there was a report that came out that the WEF, right, part of those folks that I just mentioned, those globalist elites, right, has offered to buy up land, the land that was affected from these fires. All right, that's fascinating to me. All right, so there's a lot of news, a lot of questions coming out on that. People have come out and mentioned the use of direct energy weapons. All right, one of my last live broadcasts, I brought that up. Okay, and the direct energy weapon could answer the question as to why trees were left standing but buildings and vehicles were melted down, right? If you do your research on direct energy weapons, pretty much has that accuracy to concentrate on one specific area or object. So there's that. All right. And again, folks, I'm just passing along information and I'm asking questions myself. I have to be mindful of this platform that I'm on. Who loves a sense of free speech, right? And they don't like people asking questions. So there's that. So, guys, with all that said, this Black Swan event, I mentioned that it could be a grid down attack, an event. It could be something like we saw in 2020 with the illness. Oh, wait a minute. We're starting to see mask mandates come back in some areas of the country, aren't we? All right. All the major news networks are talking about this different variant, this new variant that's coming out of the C19, right? I mean, don't take it from me, turn on CNN and Fox News, they're talking about it. Just saying. All right. So there you go. And for those of us that are awake to the fact and can see through the facade of fucking bullshit, we know what time it is. I mean, let's not be fucking stupid here. All right? But the government wants us to be stupid and naive and comply and all that fun stuff, right? In my opinion, I'm not saying that they are. It's just my opinion. So folks, I'm just saying, expect some kind of an event to take place that could be catastrophic, that could carry severe consequences. Stack your food, keep prepping. Keep collecting your water. Stack those freedom seeds, as Prepper Nation likes to call it. Beaverines. Have a plan to bug out if you need to. Especially if you live in a thickly settled area. That's the last place you want to be, is in a heavy populated area if shit breaks bad. Because when all hell breaks loose in the city or the suburbs, folks, believe it, you are not safe. It'll just be a matter of time before they come kicking your doors down. You might take a few with you, but they're like zombies. It's going to be a horde. They're just going to keep coming. Eventually, you will be overrun. So have that plan to bug out to a location that is quiet and less populated. Get away from the population centers. Have that plan. Okay. Have that situational awareness. And what do I mean by that? Try to be a couple steps ahead of what's going on. Okay. Remember, these major news networks are pretty much propaganda machines, in my opinion, and just as important as that, by the time they broadcast the news, it's already too fucking late when it comes to shit breaking bad. All right, so that's what I mean by situational awareness. Do your research, stay mindful, stay up to date, stay focused, keep doing the things. Because again, folks, it's not a matter of if shit breaks bad, it's a matter of when it breaks bad, and it's going to, and it's coming soon. Believe that. Mad Outdoorsman, thanks for watching.